we are going to be looking at this clip, and we are going to specifically look at how did we get to this part, to the fun part, where you can actually surf the wave in the very pocket of the wave and just enjoy the ride. We are obviously looking at positioning in this case. First, we're going to look at what would have happened if I wouldn't have pedaled towards the peak like I did here. Then we're going to look at how to position yourself at this point. Do you want to surf left, right? And then we are going to look at how to approach the wave in the takeoff, which I think is also partly part of positioning. However, we are going to dive into all of these subjects in the later podcasts as well. First, as you can see here, I'm looking out in the ocean and I know it's hard to see, but you can see a little bit of a ripple, which is like a little wave. Now, if you look here, it looks more flat. So this is, I'm not sure if there's going to be a nice wave here, but yeah, it couldn't hurt to just pedal this way a little bit, because here's definitely nothing and here seems to be something. So I'm going to pedal that way, and then I do get to this peak here. We see quite a clear peak. Here's nothing, and then here's the peak. Here's also still the peak, and here the wave starts to calm down, which is also where I ended up surfing, doing the little cross step and the turn. I was sitting right there. Let's keep that point. So that was about here. If I wouldn't have pedaled to the north there, I would have sat here and I would not have catch this wave. This is definitely a wave, a wave that you cannot catch that wave. This is where I got onto the peak. Now I pedal to the north, and then to catch the wave, I do need to turn my board more towards the beach. If my board is horizontal like that, I wouldn't be able to catch the wave. So I turn my board towards the beach. And I know that I want to surf left because I think this wave here looks appealing. However, if I would have wanted to surf right, that for some people can be difficult. And this is a very important thing in positioning and wave choice, is that you should be able to pedal to the north and then quickly turn your board like this to then still pedal to the right, to the south. So by pedaling to the north and being able to sit on the tail of your board, quickly lift it and turn around, and then making speed by swimming with your legs, which is something that in the next podcast we are going to be talking about. If you can do that, you can catch so many more waves. However, to me, the left wave here looked nice. I see a line all the way up until here. And what I also see is, you remember what we saw in the GoPro clip earlier in this in the coaching notes, the first video in the second video in the coaching notes. We saw that when you catch the wave and you see this clear wave happening, then you know that you're gonna have to go fast, because if I would go straight here, then yeah, for sure I would not make it to this line. The wave would just be breaking and I would be in the white water. So I already know when I'm catching this wave, or even on my belly already, I put weight on the rail, which is definitely something that we are going to be looking at in the takeoff podcasts. And because I stay on rail, I stay high in the wave, that's where the fun can happen. Now I'm in the spot, now I'm in the wave. So in my opinion, from here up until here was all takeoff. Now I'm ready to have fun. So look out in the ocean. If you think you might see something happening, already pedal there just to be sure. If you do see that it's a wave, turn your board towards the beach. Look where you want to go. If you have to turn your board further, you can sit on the tail, lift it, and turn your board towards where you want to go. And while you're pedaling, look down the line and see what the wave is doing. Do you need to rush, or can you go straight? Do you have time? Good luck practicing.